The D, man.
Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media, you feel me?
It's your boy D's Media back again with another video. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel on the road to 100K. Today we gonna talk about, man, 051 Wu funeral was recently held. Let's jump straight into it. My condolences go out to his friends, family, his BM, his kids, anybody that's suffering from his loss. I'm praying for y'all. The one thing, man, I feel like we should take from the situation with Wu is that it don't matter how old you get. It don't matter what your past life was. It's never too late to want to change your life around and do right. I understand that, Wu may have had the mindset of leaving the streets and want to do better and want to be there for his kids and, want to change that stigma, the life that his brother passed away, all of that stuff. He wanted to go a different route. He wanted to be his own man. That's why he went to trade school. That's why he educated himself. That's why he was in an electrician apprenticeship that was going to make that man probably $25, $30 or more. Even an average, electrician helper or journeyman is making 25 or more. You know what I'm saying? Don't become a master electrician. You talking about $35 or more. You know what I'm saying? The one thing with Wu, I feel like he messed up is that he didn't want to remove himself from the streets 100%, and I feel like that's what cost him his life. See, when you say you done with the street life, it's more than just not coming around. 100% remove himself from the streets. It's bigger than just staying away from your homies. It's bigger than, not posting up on the block. When you say you done with the streets, he was supposed to change his name. No more Melly the General. Ain't no getting into driller video and all of that stuff. Now, the stuff he did with Unity, far as pushing peace and all of that, I totally respect him with that. The work he did with Young Will, I'm talking about, that's amazing work right there. He gave his story and he was talking about pushing peace. So that part of the story, I'm all with. But the hanging out in bars and clubs at 2, 3 in the morning, like that's still the life of a street dude. An average 9 to 5 parent or a person that got something to do in the morning, they in the house by 9. They in the bed by 11. You know what I'm saying? I felt like at the end of the day, he was halfway in and halfway out, and that cost him his life, man. And I felt like out of everybody, Wu really wanted to change. But at the end of the day, you could tell that he had a passion in his heart for Young Money and his brothers. That's the only thing that I felt like cost dude his life, man. But me personally, because he was the main face and, everything that comes with his name and his brother, everything, whether if he was in Driller song or not, I felt like dude would have lost his life. If they would have called him at the grocery store, it would have been that. If they would have called him at AutoZone, it would have been that. If they would have called him at the red light, it would have been that. If you take social media away and they would have called him, it would have been that. Because of his name and who his brother was, when he said and he decided that he wanted to leave the streets, he was supposed to leave the state of Illinois total. You know what I'm saying? But I understand it's easier said than done. I'm just from the outside looking in. You never know what real responsibilities, what bills, what people depended on him. You just never know. It's easy for us to say, man, Wu, you should have left, or you should have woo. It's easy for us to say. Only thing that I must say is this. I felt like Wu just showed everybody in the world that if you want to leave the streets, it's possible, but you have to do it the right way. Ain't no halfway in, halfway out. That can cost you your life, man. But it's your boy D's Media signing out. Peace, positivity, network growth. Let's save these kids. It ain't never too late. My condolences go out to Wu family. I'm sorry for y'all loss. I know it's another brother y'all had to bury on top of y'all moms. I'm praying for y'all. Y'all remain strong. Long live Wu. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all.
The D, man. Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media, you feel me?